On March 16, 1966, at Street 704 East Broadway in Anaheim, California, Paul Van Doren and three partners opened up their first ever Vans store, and the Vans legacy was born. Vans, which was just a business enterprise at first, would one day be a symbol of youth culture and all the many ideas that can come together to create a bond and a connection with arts, music, sports, and an average everyday bond from person to person, being able to connect and have something in common. This small company helped change generation by generation, becoming more of a legacy rather than a company. This store was unique due to the fact that the manufactured shoes were made and sold directly to the public. Skateboarders were very appealed to the Vans' rugged makeup and were seen sporting them all over Southern California in the early 1970s. Later in the 1980s, Vans started to create shoes for a number of sports, ranging from baseball, basketball, and wrestling to skydiving, in an effort to compete with larger athletic shoe companies. The Vans slip-on gained international attention and were found appealing by many Americans when they were worn by Sean Penn in the iconic youth film Fast Times at Ridgemont High in 1982. Although Vans were now upcoming and selling very well, the company's resources had been drained by the wide range of products Vans now offered. They became unstable and fell into debt. Vans was forced to file for bankruptcy in 1983. 3 years later, Vans was able to get back on their feet, and with new owners financially banking, Vans was able to expand and increase worldwide and overseas. In 2000 and then again in 2001, Vans is recognized by Forbes, being called one of America's best small companies. Vans then begins creating the world's leading action sports series, beginning with sponsoring the Triple Crown of skateboarding, which is now known as the Vans Triple Crown series, including events in skateboarding to BMX and even to Supercross. In 2001, Vans seized financing to the production of Dogtown and Z-Boys, a look at the beginnings of skateboarding. This film also takes the Audience Award and Best Director Award at the Sundance Film Festival. The same year, Vans buys controlling interest of the Vans Warped Tour, the nation's leading action, sports, and music festival. In 2004, Vans launches Vans Customs at www.vans.com, allowing would-be fashion designers to create their own classic slip-ons. In 2005, Vans Warped Tour draws more than 680,000 punk fans during the summer, solidifying its position as America's longest-running concert series. And still, to this current time, Vans Shoes continues thriving and expanding, with their clothing line, their skating, their supporting in sports, and their Warped Tour. Vans' turning point from the history is how they changed their image of themselves. They went from a small business enterprise to connecting to millions of people with their sports, music, and foundations they support. This gives many fans the opportunity to raise money and help others, such as breast cancer survivors, or preventing breast cancer, to protecting animals, and to even helping people with struggling problems. This outreach to others means so much to everyday fans, who continue to raise support for one another, who are inspired by Vans to take action. Vans has played such an enormous role in American youth culture by expanding and having their name everywhere, giving everyone some sort of similar connection to one another and to what Vans has done. The most inspiring idea turns it into an outbreak, expanding and creating, making the Vans community and the people who support it bigger and bigger, starting from just a logo on a shoe to a subculture itself, which continues to thrive in America.